That's not what he's supposed to be. But Bam could shoot. All that yawn tag.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Leon. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapted. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. And the Sooners are on the move. Running into the open space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. they'll try to catch him with a pass. Steps away to find some room. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Looking for more room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside give. Can't get him to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Takes the handoff. It's beyond. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man downfield. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be legal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Fowler. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They'll give it to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley,
shit right now. What
Anthony
the
Thomas,
fuck?
Chris Perry, Hassan
I think
Haskins,
they
big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Baldridge. Quarterback on the move, still looking. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Kitchings.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on
That nigga low travels
coaches,
his
David.
ass
I
off.
think they believe they've got the roster in place now.
Texas to
success.
fucking
Because when you bring people in, a
Europe.
lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play
Wow, all y'all
stands.
homies, y'all got crazy descriptions of it. Heard me say? Why all y'all homies got crazy descriptions? Like, the one, yeah, you talking about the one who do coke. Nah, the one with the fucked up eye.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's I just
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick
damn.
touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Dobbs. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right.
Yo, this nigga low
They get
annoying,
it out
bro.
of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Like the 6.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
This is dead how I expected you and his game to go.
The screen, he can go. Nice gain
Yeah,
on that
you know what?
play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Like y'all two, this is how y'all
Nice
game should have
completion
went.
here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different
Oh,
spots
you
all
said-
over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
See?
And the Sooners can play this
Like,
second
why-
down
why-
a lot
why is it
of
always
ways with
said
just a
playing
few
like a
yards
hoe?
to go. Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
That nigga ain't got 8 points.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard
like
games.
He said,
just
oh yeah, ball up, I'm out.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Dobbs.
Yo, Sal, why you off the time, Maxi Cleaver?
Just making a play, getting it to the
you trying to get
23-yard
Maxi
line.
Cleaver?
It'll be first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I'm about to negotiate a contract on 5 years, 100 million, so you don't. Like that shit popped up. I said, "Oh, I bet."
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Floats it out in space.
Hey!
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Everybody in here knows that Zach is some
think
bullshit.
about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that
Down to the wire in Toronto.
The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made.
Like, Low can't hit free throws.
And the
Low
clock.
can't hit free throws.
This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Low can't hit free throws.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Low can't hit throws, yo.
Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Baldridge. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime
update. You know what happened to the Mondum?
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Bro.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive.
I think Low got out of
This offense is
it.
ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Hey, Dean, we know what happened. We know what happened. That nigga.
Power football with the run. Fouls through the defense. Just missing tackles.
That nigga Low shot.
Wrestle down the senior, but not before
Low
he
shot
picks
4
up some
threes,
valuable
bro.
ground.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The option look. Runs through a tackle.
That nigga low dirty.
This offense, they move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
I mean, a nigga like Low don't give a fuck. He don't shoot threes.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Not much room to run. Let's give him one.
Oh my fucking gosh, bro.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Road, 14. University of New Haven, 7.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Garner. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Baldridge. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Snap it to the back. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
To the air, it's Dobbs. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Sooners are on the move. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem of the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to pass their way in. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Garner. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Baldridge. Quarterback moving. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Wants to throw. It's Baldridge. The sure hands. It's Fowler. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Just drives it between the uprights. Final minute of play. We are deadlocked. Guys, what a finish we're experiencing. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Trying to burn this defensive back. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Dobbs. Flips it out to the back. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Rides in the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Footing is going to be an issue, and the driving rain as he kicks to win the game. From
Let's go.